Hey guys, Darks here for the YouTube video, and today, guys, I'm gonna be talking to this girl that goes to my church. We've been talking for a while, and I'm just gonna show you guys, the things from today. So first, I'm gonna ask her to be my Valentine. Anyways, she said good morning. I said good morning, and then she asked me if everything was good, and I said, yeah, how about you? And I'm like, I'm good. And then I'm like, nah, she's like, I'm good. And I'm like, that's good. So what did you do today? She said work and cheerleading. I was like, oh, was it fun? And then on her status, she had put sad life, dog, not getting one message tomorrow. She was talking about Valentine. And it was that moment when, anyway, she said, was it fun? She was responding. She said, yeah. And I'm like, well, you don't have to if you don't want to. And I was like, nah, I do want to. And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, what did you do today? I'm like, mostly work. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, so what you doing? And she's like, just here, really. And I was like, oh, so you have no Valentine? And she's like, me? Jesus is my Valentine. And I was like, I was just trying to start a conversation here. She's like, I'm like, I mean, Jesus can't be my Valentine since you took him. And then she's like, well, Jesus is everyone's Valentine. And I'm like, I think Jesus has too many Valentines. At this point, I'm just trying to keep the conversation alive. Anyways, she's like, he's living a life. And then she's like, I'm like, facts. He's getting everyone he wants. And she's like, so true. I was like, I wish I could get girls like Jesus. And then she's like, I'm sure you do. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here lonely and Jesus is there partying. And she's like, well. And I said, well, my life is sad. And she's like, nah, man. And I was like, I know it sucks to admit it, but it's true. And she's like, same here, but eh. And I'm like, what do you mean? Your life is good. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I mean, if you wanted to, you could be like Jesus, getting everyone. And then she's like, how? And I'm like, because it's easy for people to get attracted to you. And she's laughing and saying that's hilarious. And I'm like, I mean, it's not only straight facts. And she's like, nah, fam, people don't like me. That's why I have no Valentine. And I'm like, what? That's cap. Not at all. And like, it's at this point when, I actually start going for her, Alright, and then she's like, I'm like, you don't have a Valentine because people scared to ask because it's gonna really hurt if you reject them. And then she's like, but there's no need for people to be scared. I'm very nice, so I wouldn't be mean even if I turn them down. And then I'm like, but people start to cry after just thinking that you'll turn them down. And she's like, bro, what? Why? But I try to be so nice. And then I'm like, it doesn't matter if you're mean or nice. People just can't bear the thought of you turning them down. And then she's like, what's the worst that could happen? A no. And I wouldn't straight up tell anyone no. That's mean. But I don't want people to be intimidated by me. But I'm not even all that or close to it. I was like, yeah, exactly. You're way past it. People can't bear it so much that they almost pass out thinking about it. And she's like, that's cap. And then she's like, nope, people. And I'm like, nope, that's cap. And she's like, again, cap. Well, maybe those people need to just give it a shot rather than be shy. Start small and progress up. And like, the thought of it is too frightening. It would only be cap if I was saying something else. And then face palm. And I'm like, well, then those people aren't gonna get anywhere. That's what she said. And I'm like, yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. And then she's like, and that's not benefiting them. But if they never want to know my answer, then okay. I mean, it's obvious that they do, but they're just too scared. And then she's like, nope. Well, it's not obvious, so I guess I'll never know. I'm like, oh, it's just too hard. And she's like, she doesn't know. And I'm like, maybe people are just too scared and they want you to ask them. And she's like, well, I wouldn't know what they want me to ask, and it's kind of weird for the girl to do that. takes away the manliness from the boy. And I'm like, that's you. And then she's like, exactly. So whoever it is needs to man up. Yeah, they do. Alright, I'm gonna ask you here. Hey guys, alright. She answered, she finally replied. She finally replied. She said, sure. Alright, she said sure, and I'm like, I'm gonna question mark. Let me text her, like, are you sure? Question mark. Oh my gosh, she went offline again. Holy. Alright, now I'm gonna just put this. Ah, boy, go ahead. Alright, what you guys all came for, I'm gonna ask her, will you be my Valentine? Question mark. I mean, we go to different schools, so I mean, alright guys, she finally answered. Alright, she finally answered, guys. She actually said yes. I'm gonna be like, really? Because she's probably joking. Alright guys, so wow, that's so crazy. I was not expecting it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video,